Good morning, team. It is Tuesday, February 12th, and we all just got home from convention. We are still varying levels of puffy, sore throat, but we are definitely red eyes, but we're definitely excited. And what an amazing, incredible convention. I actually am separately going to do like a convention events recap in order to keep this recording to educational about what went on, the announcements and stuff. So I do want to discuss all that, but I do just want to acknowledge that it was an absolutely unbelievable convention, and absolutely just could not be prouder of what this team did. And we have so many incredible announcements to go over today. And that's what I'm going to stick with on this Zoom, because I do have jewelry I want to show you guys. I do have like some extra recognition and stuff I want to do. But again, that's not for today. So amazing announcements. We're number one. I'm still getting a lot of questions on sparkle boxes, even from people that were there. So I can only imagine how the people that were not there are feeling. So number one, our brand new program, the sparkle boxes. So many of you are probably familiar with or even received some sort of monthly subscription, right? Maybe you do Ipsy, and for $10 a month, assorted makeup shows up at your house. You might do a clothing delivery, the Stitch Fix or the Wantable. There's Fab Fit Fun, where you get assorted workout clothes. There is basically a Dollar Shave Club, right, where you get fresh razors every month. I'm told there's a toothbrush one. You can get basically anything showing up at your house in surprise form every single month. So Park Lane has now made us a part of that. This is cutting edge shopping, and it's been scientifically proven that this is a way that especially the younger generation likes to shop, because they love the element of the surprise, especially when it's at a lower price point. So for $24, a piece of brand new, beautiful jewelry, and it's not going to be rings because that's too complicated with sizes. So a necklace, earrings, or bracelet is going to show up at your house for $24 a month. The value will always be at least that, but as high as $78. Shipping is included in the price, as is the beautiful gift boxing. So it's just a way to keep your customers and keep yourself, as you're marketing this, on the cutting edge of jewelry fashion. You know how so often, you're just strolling through the mall and you really went there for something else, and then you see a blouse and you're like, I could use a new blouse, and you pick it up because you need something fresh and new for work, for your shows, for, you have like a bridal shower coming up or whatever, and you're like, oh, let me get a new blouse. Well, people don't do that as well with their jewelry, and they get so bored with it over time, and they find they always wear the same necklace with the same blouse. This is what we're helping people solve that problem, so that we have brand new items coming. And even if you're not sure, you know how you have your guests are telling you like, I don't know what to wear with this, or, oh, I didn't have anything with fringe. I'm excited to have something with fringe. Now, Park Lane is helping them be cutting edge every month. We're telling you this is in style. Go wear this. Try it. See how you like it. Now, there are not returns on these items. So just like you're not returning the random mascara, the lipstick color that didn't work for you, and the cream that burns your face to Ipsy, right? You're just like, I don't like this one. And people either throw it out, which is kind of bad for the environment in those cases, or they give it to someone who can. I definitely have heard people doing that. Hey, I didn't like my Ipsy color, but you wear red lipstick. Do you want it? And the next time they get together, they give it. Because, again, $10 a month in that case, you're not going to have a heart attack over that. And honestly, even at $24, you could leave your house right now and go to your nearest bagel store and drop $24. You could drop that at Dunkin' Donuts somehow by accident. Certainly at Panera, anywhere. And yet you'd have nothing to show for it but the calories you ate. This, at least for your $24, you could open it up and be like, you know what, that's not for me, but my sister will love this. My family calls that a happy day. When we give a gift for no reason, we call it a happy day. So every once in a while, my mom will be like, I bought a happy day for you. Don't forget that I want to give it to you. And so we just do that. So if you don't already have a name for something like that, some people call it a just because, but we call it a happy day because you're making someone's day happy. So keep on hand a happy day. How often, even to build up in advance of people's birthday, Christmas, you know how there's those people that bring you a gift and you had no idea? What about when you're going to go be at someone's home for a dinner party? It's nice to bring a hostess gift, and it doesn't always have to be a bottle of wine. That's going to go. Maybe you don't even know what she drinks. Bring her a bracelet. She'll like that a lot better, and she'll have a memory of you being at her home for a dinner party. So you can forever be the person who's not empty-handed anytime there's a piece that you don't particularly care for yourself. So I'm sharing this with you in case you're wondering what to do with jewelry you don't like, but since you're pretty much we all have, I carry stuff in my kit I don't particularly like, but that doesn't mean that I don't show it. It means it's not my taste, but I'm ready for someone whose taste it is. And the same will be true of this. So we certainly know how to re-gift jewelry that we don't need or particularly care for, but in case you will need to share some words with customers, because we don't want them canceling if they get 2 things in a row they don't like. We want to show them, look at this, you have an $80 gift ready to give to someone who will, and you'll be the hero. So if you've not yet seen the box, this is actually the keepsake box it comes in. It's quadruple the size of a normal Park Lane box. And look at the fun of opening it. It opens like this.
Oh,
okay? Not like the normal way. So you open it like this. Now it's wrapped in tissue with a sticker that's closing it up. That looks like the little background of the logo. Then you open up the tissue and you have the pouch. Now, just as a quick aside about the new microfiber pouches, one of the main reasons that we switched from the satin pouches to the microfiber pouches is that this actually helps care for your jewelry. Using microfiber to buff your jewelry is the way to clean it. When you have people say, how do I clean my jewelry? That's how you clean it. So we really need to start encouraging people to store their jewelry in the pouch, especially for pieces that need shining. Things that have a lot of stones on them, just keep it in here and do this before you take it out, and it's cleaned. As the warmer weather starts to approach and people are sweatier, use your pouch to take the sweat off before you put it away, before all that salt and melted hairspray and everything else is going to lay on your jewelry and eat the finish away. So for your knowledge and for customer knowledge, this is more than just a pouch. This is a way to care for the jewelry. Now, I actually have not been showing the piece. I've been using the photos that do not show the piece because actually what makes people love these is the element of surprise. And people want to be surprised when it comes. So I actually wasn't showing it. However, then Park Lane blew it anyway because when they go to the sign-up page, it shows it. So I was like, what are you doing? I didn't want them to see it. But anyway, this is the first pair of earrings. I'll put them up to my own ear so you can get an idea of size. So they're pretty statement-y. Can you see? So you have black. Wait, there we go. The black.
Do the other ear.
Do the other ear? Sorry.
Yeah, I think the light is on the other side.
Oh, there we go. So that you get an idea of size and movement and stuff. Okay. But you have faceted crystals. You have fringe. Super cute. Anybody who likes Avalon earrings will love these. And of course, lots of others as well. So that's the first piece. Super exciting. So now we know why somebody would want them. what do we receive? How is this helping our business? All right, so the $24 for each that you personally sell is non-commissionable. So this will not be in your paycheck for the ones you personally sell, but it is part of all other forms of non-commissionable sales. What do we use non-commissionable sales to our advantage for? Trip points, which means that during double points, every single Sparkle box is 48 points towards your trip instead of 24. For your rich rewards, they count for any contest that's going on. So if there's any sort of 2-week promotion going on, if they do, you know, anything like a dedication weeks, all these things, your non-counts. So you can really use the Sparkle boxes to help you accumulate free jewelry, because these are going to process on week 1 of the month. It's the first that everyone's going to get billed, which means that your week 1 commission statement is where you're going to find these. Week 1 is where your rich rewards are. So just as an aside, if you were to sell 42 Sparkle boxes, so you want to get 42 people on our subscription program, you will automatically earn your rich rewards the first week of every month. Because you don't have to, you know, if you sell 42 boxes this month, then by all means, go sell 42 boxes again next month and you'll have 84. And you'll have $2,000 non all set, and you'll practically be at level 3 rich rewards. But I think that's amazing. I love that they were good enough to put it on the first week so that we have a big jump of volume at the beginning of the month. And it sets you up to earn the rest of your rich rewards for the rest of the month. If you're already at 1,000 on the first, even if you got halfway there with 24 subscriptions, you'd only need $400 and change to finish it out. Now it's the beginning of the month and you already have your 1,000 in the first week. You can now make yourself a 2,500 achiever and get your ensemble of the month every time, if that's not something you normally do. You can upgrade yourself from a 2,500 achiever to a $4,000 achiever and get an additional $300 in jewelry every month. So as far as your non-commissionable sales, you can really rock your rich rewards and your trip points, but being supported by the Sparkle boxes. Now, for those that are branches and above, that volume will count for your weekly, if you're entitled to them, or monthly overrides. So divisions, when you have 10,000 in a month, you get a $500 bonus at the end of the month, right? All your team Sparkle boxes count towards that volume. So if your team would have sold 8,000, but actually has $2,000 worth of Sparkle boxes, that brings you $500 in extra income. So if you are a branch or above and you don't even quite fully grasp what you're entitled to at your level, then it sounds like you need an appointment with me or your leader to go over everything you're entitled to at your level. Areas can get monthly bonuses. Divisions can get monthly bonuses. Senior divisions and above get weekly bonuses and monthly bonuses. So you're able to get a weekly week 1 bonus out of it, as well as a monthly bonus that it's helped you towards at the end of the month. So does anyone else want to add anything that you've thought of or a question that you have with regards to the Sparkle boxes? Because I really want everyone to be crystal clear on the program.
I would be interested in hearing what kind of ideas people are using to sell other than, I've had some success calling people and asking them directly. I also put on my VIP page a giveaway, a contest. For the first 10 people, I told them that I needed 50 people. And every time I get 10 people, I will give away an impressions bracelet in a drawing. So,
oh, I love that.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good because the impression bracelet always gets me action.
Agreed.
Because you only pay $25 for it, I mean, it's worth it to do that for me. So that's
100%.
Yeah.
Especially now that we have a new color. So even if you have people, that have the colors they wanted. To this point, we have a new color that you can promote. So, and I think it just came in the mail. I overnighted. I had done a social sale the night before we left for convention, and I placed some of the orders doing the $60 sale direct ship before we left, but then I did the whole rest of the orders and the hostess order on Friday with new jewelry as the bonus items and the hostess order. And I know I put a new color impressions in there, and I have lots of new jewelry, but it came seriously like 2 seconds before we were starting, and I didn't want that to be part of this Zoom anyway, so that'll be separate. But I think that's a really great idea, Phyllis. I would love to hear from others as well. Honestly, I will be honest, all I did so far was a post on my VIP page that got me, I want to say 3 or 4, and my husband put up a really great post about, guys, you know, be the hero every month, not just on Valentine's Day. Order this from my wife, you'll get, and he got me 2 from that. So I'm going to have him post it again, repeated, you know, that won't be his only post, I can tell you that, but he did that on his own, by the way. I did not know he was doing that, but I'll put, since not all of you are friends with him on Facebook, I'll copy what he put so that your husbands can help you as well. And remember, anytime your husband posts for you, he should be tagging you in it so that any comment you'll get a notification about, because he's not going to notice the follow-up comments like you will. So thought that was great. Yes, who else has something to share about how you're getting people interested?
Well, I've put them on my VIP group, and I actually just got a shout out from a girl who has never, ever been interested in Park Lane, but she did join my VIP group. And she goes, tell me more, tell me more. And she's in St. Louis, I think, area. So anyway, that's really exciting that it's already done that. And what I did is I said, for everybody who signs up, I would give them a pair of free earrings. I am going to use my $250 and buy a bunch of different pairs of earrings and give it to them. And since I said a pair of free earrings, I could even break up,
right,
you know, the sets if I wanted to, right? So I'm doing that. And then I said, with my first 100, they will all go in a drawing for $500 worth of free jewelry. So,
I love that, because honestly, to do a giveaway of $500 worth of jewelry only means you have to place like 2 and 4 orders, because there's a, you know, that's 90. You got to remember, half of that is half price items. The bonus item is already valued at up to 200. So actually 1 order sometimes is enough depending on what they order. So to do a $500 giveaway doesn't cost you close to $500. It costs you maybe $150. And
if I have 100 subscribers, just think how much that will help me towards my bonuses for the month.
Correct.
So
it's going to bring you, the first time that you have 100 hit plus your downline and plus your normal business, you'll earn a $500 bonus anyway. So again, it won't cost you to do it, but you'll have earned it. The other thing to remember is that it's not just sparkle boxes we're going to do, because look what a great example Teresa just gave. Somebody who's never expressed any interest before is now going to be her customer. So now she has contact info and jewelry interest from a brand new person. So what is Teresa going to do? She's going to invite her to her next event. Or if she's long distance, which it sounds like she is, she's going to see if she wants to have an online party. She's going to invite her to something Mary Grace is hosting. She said she lives in St. Louis. She could send her to something that Mary Grace is hosting. And Mary Grace can work her, you know, work her for her. There's always going to be something to invite them to. Did you see the graphics that I shared about how to track all this? Do you want me to show that in real life? All right, let me do a screen share real quick.
Yes.
Because I thought that this was a great discovery. What do I need to do here? Okay, I didn't have my Park Lane open. Hold on. Now notice here, Are you a customer? There's a customer portal. Do you know how fabulous this is now? Now when they're like, I can't find my receipt, you can go into your portal and pull it up, Sue. That's how they can start doing their own online RMAs instead of us always needing to take care of everything for them. So most people will find that very helpful. And if there's people that are like, oh, I don't know how to do that, of course you can still continue to service them into which you've done before. But again, those younger girls, they actually don't want to deal with you. They would rather go into the customer portal and handle it on their own. Okay, so here's your dashboard. Remember using the See More, for those of you that are leaders, using See More, as I talked about in the leader meeting. What's happening?
Mr. Ziza offered to drive me and Anthony to the gym.
If he's driving you, that's completely fine. Sure.
Okay.
So my kids are home on a snow day, sorry. Do you know how great that was? The alarm went off and then the school called and I could just roll over instead of making egg sandwiches. I was so happy. Okay, sorry that this is taking so long as it always does. Okay, so using the See More and then click non-commissionable, I can see all these, look, Teresa, Brenda, Stephanie Jones, Joy, Beth. Now this may be the ones they bought for themselves, but it's probably a customer because some of you are on here a couple of times. So look at all these 24s. That's all Sparkle boxes. Now I will tell you, look at this, look at the amount of 24s on here. I will tell you this though, this is not supposed to be on here now. I messaged Patty, I said, I thought this was going on the first week of the month. And she said, yes, it's a programming issue. They're working on it. I said, what are they doing about the fact that all this is already on here? She said, I don't know, and I will let you know what I do. So, just so you know that. Anyway, but look, we have a whole new column here. See, dashboard orders, all these that you're used to. Usually reports was last. Now we have Sparklebox. So you can choose to manage your subscriptions or you can click on My Subscribers. Now, here's what's helpful about this. Because when things are new, there's always little issues. If you post the link for them to join the generic way through that Park Lane has been posting, they have to click you on the second screen. So if they do it from parklane.com/sparkle, then you have to put in the instructions on page 2, enter Michelle Zito as your rep. If you share your website and tell them to say, then click Sparklebox, you will already be preloaded onto that page. So I did it the original way, as did my husband, and then when I clicked on this, I had one person. I know I have 4. So I had to contact home office and say, this, that, and the other one are mine. Can you please put them on my list? So I really think it's important that in the beginning, you have them comment or text you or message me back when you've done it so I can make sure it went through okay. Because otherwise, you may have lost subscribers, at least in the beginning while we get this worked out. But the great thing from here, when I did this from my phone, the only option I had here was text, which was still great. But here that I'm opening it on my desktop, I can also choose to email them. So when I clicked text, it brought her right up. And actually, she's somebody I already have programmed in my phone. So when I clicked text, Mary DeHedeville Tart came right up on my phone, and I was able to text her. Any questions on this? But please do confirm that your people that told you they bought one are here. And if not, then you're going to email Jana at parklanejewelry.com, Jana at parklanejewelry.com. So that she can get it fixed. Okay, I'm going to go off the screen share. Other thoughts, questions, marketing ideas on the Sparkle box?
One thing I just wanted to remind everyone, in case you didn't see my video yesterday, is that all the areas and below, I personally am offering $60 to the first one who gets 42, because that is a very important number. At 42, that gives you your Rich Rewards #1 club every month, and that's automatically $250 and free for you. You know. So anyway, just wanted to let you all know. Some of you I don't know on here, so I don't know what your level is, and I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. So
very fabulous. That was super generous of you, Teresa, and I really appreciate you going over things about the Sparkle Box while I was still traveling. That was great. That is just what's awesome about this team, and that Teresa's willing to give $60 in gift cards to someone that's not even under her is super generous. By the way, since we were talking about this necklace in the beginning, this is actually one of the new Hostess Onlys. So the retail value on this is $262. A hostess can get it for $94. It's called Oz. And you got this free at convention if you either recruited 3 or sold 7,500. And I was so proud that I want to say at least 7 of us or so were achievers of this. So that was really awesome. Many, many more earned the earrings. These are the Oz earrings, retail $162, and they are going to be $54 to a hostess. And if you recruited, you got the rings, which is a stackable set of 7 rings, which I don't have in front of me. But I did have these 2 things in front of me, so I just wanted to say that before I forgot. So there's a lot of new hostess only jewelry, and some of it is really not expensive. I loved the tux that it's only $46. I think I ordered that. But anyway, I'll get back to that, and I'll do that on the live. So let's keep with announcements. Sorry.
Can I just ask you a quick question?
Oh yes, go ahead, Belinda.
About the Sparkle Boxes, you're saying when you click on subscribers, are you going to be able to see your downline that subscribe or just the outside people?
I thought it was just your personals.
Okay, because I don't see anybody there.
Right. I only see, no, it must, I saw the downline ones through the see more on the dashboard as part of sales, but I don't,
you don't see them on there.
I think there's still programming coming because Scott had mentioned, and I was told on the Zoom that we did, that there's going to be a Sparkle Box dashboard.
that's what I was hoping.
Okay, good. Good. I was just confused. Okay.
Yeah, me too. So I hope that Sparkle Box dashboard is still on the way. And like I said, I still don't even know how they're handling the fact that there's like hundreds and thousands of these already on this week's dashboard. So I don't know if they're just going to keep those on this week as to not really confuse the numbers and then fix it in time for next week's pay. I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
But as soon as I know something, I will gladly share it.
Thank you.
Having it separated would.
So go ahead, Teresa. Sorry.
I was just going to say, having it separated will make it a lot easier on our bonuses.
Yes.
Because normally non-commission items do not count towards our bonuses, except for Mercedes Club and RRCs, but it doesn't actually count for our cash bonuses.
Correct.
So it'll be a lot easier to track if we know how
That's
much.
exactly why it has to be on a separate dashboard. Correct.
Exactly.
Yep. So I'm on it. Believe me, I've asked about 3 times. Patty told me, she said, I will let you know as soon as I know this was not supposed to go. This is not what was supposed to happen. So as with any program involving computers, but anyway, at least we got people rocking and rolling with it. And I'm excited about that. All right. So the customer special. The current customer special, we're kind of going back to what was always the normal special, which is the 2 and 4 sale. Buy 2 pieces at regular, those are your lowest 2. 4 pieces at half price, those can be any price. With a $90 purchase, 1 bonus item as high as $200. So we're going back to the 1 bonus item at $90. So that's always the sale that customers have been used to most of the time. They'll be super excited. Brand new book, lots of new choices to choose from. The cover piece is $180-something piece. And they can take it as a bonus item. I think that's amazing. I think this is the olive, right? is what this one's called. I know I ordered that. So that is coming.
Yeah.
That is going to be, I'm sure, a super popular bonus item. We have, for hostesses right now, we have that they get double thank you awards. So instead of getting one thank you award when they close their party, they get two. Now, they did announce prior to convention, but in case you missed it, the bonus items were bumped up to $22. And usually when they do that, it's because they also increase the value of some of the options. And did you notice Skylar and Tilly are thank you award options? Those are $182 or $6 or $8 each. So your host at $81.84. I think that's right. Teresa's mouthing the right price. Yes. So they can get now a Tilly, which they couldn't even take as a bonus item all that time. Now they can get it for $22 and still get another choice. And then the kicker on all of this is that if you do $1,500 in February, which some of you already did, but if you sell $1,500 this month, which I thought was a super low and generous offer, you get to do these specials again all through March. And all of your March hostesses will also receive 2 thank you awards. So any questions on host or guest specials?
I thought it was two $300 shows will give you the bonus, and it will give you the specials for March, and $1,500 the double points for March.
Oh, I thought $1,500 got you both, but I would imagine if you do $1,500, you're putting in 2 $300 shows anyway. So
yeah, I guess. But it's for the whole month or just for these last 2 weeks?
I thought it was the month. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I hope you're not.
I looked through the paperwork. Let me pull out the mini network.
I just wanted to make sure. That's all.
Yes. No, I appreciate that.
I think Scott said what Belinda said on the stage. It sounds like.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So I'm in the middle of mini network. Okay, I should have read this when I wasn't half asleep. Final 3 commission weeks of February. Double your net and non-sales for the trip. Okay, if you want the double points for March for the trip, and now I'm jumping ahead because I didn't even do the trip yet. $1,500 during the last 3 weeks of February. So what you did week 1 does not count. The last 3 weeks of February, $1,500 net and non. You get double points all through March.
Okay, so it's not the whole month. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. That's what I thought.
Thank you so much. Okay, sorry about that.
So Michelle, what we did the week that we left for convention is double counts towards the 1,500?
This week that's about to close counts, yes. Because the week 2 is
but
this.
There's only 4 weeks in.
Right.
Okay, the 13th, the 20th, and the 27th.
Right. Tomorrow ends week 2. So this week we're closing now, this minute, counts.
So yes, Elizabeth, the week you left, that's the first week.
Correct.
Right?
Okay.
The first week.
And then one more
counts.
thing.
Yes.
For the Tilly necklace, the pink one, they can use that as a $25 bonus for this month?
I see no reason why they wouldn't be. It doesn't say that it's not anymore.
Okay.
Okay, so now moving on to the customer specials, the host specials. What Belinda said is correct. During the final 3 commission weeks of February, submit 2 shows or sponsor 1 who qualifies by February, not their 5 weeks, who qualifies by the end of February. Then you get to do the same bonus item sale and the same double thank yous through all of March.
Can you say that one more time?
These same last 3 weeks, which is the week that closes tomorrow and then the next 2 shows or 1 recruit, and you get to do double thank yous in March also. but the recruit has to qualify
But
by
not double point.
February.
But for the double points, you have to have the 1,500.
Correct. So basically, what you want to do is 1,500.
Is do the 1,500.
And then that 1,500 should be amongst 2 shows minimum, or also have a recruit. Then you get everything in March. And all of this, by the way, is very crystal clear, so I apologize for misspeaking, in the mini network that did come with the convention packet, and and it's also available on the field interface. So that if you have any questions,
Michelle,
you can easily screenshot and repost for your team. Yes.
they in that brochure you're showing, it didn't say what the points are for the trip, to earn the trip. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, because it's a separate brochure. There's a St. Maarten brochure.
Oh,
And it
I didn't
says
look at that one.
So
46,000.
that brings us to our next topic, which is the trip. So I hope that you are all super excited about this location. St. Maarten, beautiful island, all-inclusive, magnificent resort. We already started earning it all the way back the week that closed January 2nd, so really started the last week of December. All I can say once again is thank God we did that booking blitz where we all started working, so early in the season, because many of you already got a lot of double points for this trip, and they didn't even factor that into the point calculation. That was truly extra. The amount of time that's remaining is the normal amount of time we would have to earn a trip, and the points are back to their normal lower frame. So to earn it for 1 is 46,000 points with 4 recruits. And then to earn it for 2, you just need to bump up your points to 64,000. You don't need any additional recruits, but of course, please remember, you do not need to limit yourself to 4 recruits. If you have 8 recruits, you will accumulate 64,000 points way faster than with 4. And the earlier in the trip program that you recruit them, the more impactful it will be for your trip, and it gives them the ability to earn a trip.
But Michelle, I thought that the double points, you only got it for the 4th and the 5th week in December if you had 500 in sales. It wasn't the whole month.
There was several weeks
Right?
that we had the opportunity to get double. So if you got them, you got them. Yeah.
It was, if you're looking at the reporting, the weekly reporting that we used, Michelle used for convention recognition, pull that same reports for week ending 1/23, 1/30, and 2/6. And those 3
Right,
are
the
double
last week.
already, and then you'll add these. Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. Great. Thank you, Becky.
But
So
all of your sales in January counts towards the trip. Is that correct?
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So how great is this that we have some form of points already accumulated, whether you got doubles, whatever, and then on top of it, now we're just officially only even kicking it off, and you still have the opportunity to get this month double and next month double. March is the biggest month very often our highest month of the year is March. So to have been given the opportunity to get doubles in March, I think was an absolutely tremendous gift. To get a trip that's an all-inclusive resort is a tremendous gift. The last time we did an all-inclusive was Punta Cana. Belinda, did you seriously even put your hand in your pocket once?
Never. Actually, to
seriously
buy the
don't think I
pictures.
did.
I bought some pictures.
Yeah,
with the birds.
I think also maybe we paid to go on the excursion, right? Did you go on that boat
Yes.
excursion too, Teresa?
Yes, we did. Oh.
Yeah, which was so cheap. My husband, harangued some special private boat, like 40 of us went. It was amazing. So I really would love everybody to be on this trip because there is nothing better than rolling on up to an incentive all-inclusive vacation with your whole team. Because then it's like, and my husband gets up at the crack of dawn. He gets 42,000 chairs so we can all sit together. You can take your hungover self 2 hours later to breakfast and plop down on a lounge chair. And seriously, like, people look over and they're like, oh, that's the Shine On team. Look how many of them there are. Look at them doing cannonballs in the pool. Is Michelle drinking her 17th pina colada of the day? All of those things are yes. So I really want us all rolling up in that trip fierce and growing roots in a butt in a lounge chair. There's swim up pool bars. Then we can do the little water sports. I mean, there seriously is nothing better than these all-inclusive beach trips, in my opinion. So I hope that you'll all really make a plan. Jennifer Bond is actually going to kick off the trip incentive planning call tomorrow night, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Those of us on the local team here will just be really finishing up our launch event tomorrow night, so we may catch the end. But if you don't see me on there, that's why. But she's doing an amazing Zoom with a plan and a tracker, and she's really good at that. So I thought it would be smart if we plugged into her call. And then you're going to hear, she's going to announce that she made a Facebook group for everyone that is committing to earning the trip. And we're going to all encourage each other from there. So if you missed tomorrow night's call live, please make sure that, of course, I'm going to repost the recording. Watch it. Let's get in the group, and we're grabbing hands and running across the finish line to an all-inclusive resort. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Awesome.
Hell yes.
I agree. There were lots of other
Michelle,
things.
I do have a question. Are we going to be, Michelle? I do have a question. Are we going to have something for people that are interested? Because I have a couple of people that I have posted something about the St. Maarten trip that I'm going to be doing a call for. Are we doing something for those people, like new people that want to get started?
They would go on the same call. Anybody who wants to earn the trip
They go
should be
on
on
to
that
the
call.
even if they're not a consultant.
Oh, no, that would be an opportunity call.
Yeah, are we doing another opportunity call at some point?
Yeah, you know what? We do need to do that. So I will look at my calendar and we'll figure something out for that. Yes, we definitely need an opportunity event.
Okay, great. Thank you.
But in the meanwhile, put them in the Check Us Out group.
Okay.
Maybe, do you want to do another, couple of people that talk?
Yes, I do.
Trip earners, first-time earners, maybe people that have different backgrounds, some that work full-time, some that do this, and so they can see the difference in earning.
Yes, ma'am. It sounds like you want to be in charge.
Okay. I'll help.
Do you mind, Becky, doing that again?
No.
Fantastic.
No, I'll reach out to people and go from there.
So everybody that's here, either listening to this, watching live, or watching later, if you would like to be featured and know what your role would be, so are you a retiree? Are you a first time? Have you earned a lot of trips with Park Lane? Have you, do you work full time? Do you have a lot of kids? Do you single? Whatever you think you could contribute, send that to Becky so that she can then make like a little spread. So we have a little of, a couple, somebody representing each demographic and whatnot. And if you're not on this one, please don't think we don't love you. We have to do more than one of these. So Becky will, kind of plan them out that this week will be this group, next week can be this group, etc.
Yep.
So even if you're not, you're not sure when you'd be available to do it, if you could send Becky whatever, for lack of a better word, demographic you feel you could contribute to that. And it certainly could be more than one. I'm a retiree and, whatever. I don't know. That would be fantastic and would help Becky a lot in terms of getting it set up. Thank you, Elizabeth, and thank you, Becky. That is excellent. Just real quick too, new materials. I'm so proud because this is the new opportunity brochure. It's called Style Your Success. This replaces one that on a leader call, we talked about the brochure wasn't really right. It showed the wrong information to the wrong audience. So based on feedback from this leader team, this is the new brochure. So I'm so proud of us for getting this done. You'll see it has a new cover. It has a correct title, Style Your Success. When you go to the inside, this part was always fine, showing, you know, we do shows, the growth, the kit. But then here on the right, it talks about being a style boss. And if you're doing, you know, a $400 show, you make this much money, $800, you make this. On the back, it shows a visual of the sale as well as a clip on the Mercedes car plan. So this is the brochure to order a bunch of and have in your, if you use clipboards at your shows, I would recommend putting them in your clipboards. And then at the end of the show, when you're doing your orders and asking them, hey, was there anything I said tonight that about my job that sounded good to you? And if she says, yeah, I can't believe you go on free trips. You know what? I'm going to put your receipt here inside of this brochure. And I would love for you to take a look at this and see if there's anything appealing to you at all. Would it be okay if I followed up with you tomorrow? That's all. Use this as like a little envelope for their receipt. That way, when you follow up with them the next day, or even if they don't answer that day, when you check in on their jewelry, and now they love the jewelry, they're like, she gave me a little brochure. I'm going to check that out. Then when you check in on the jewelry, you're able to say, hey, and did you look at that brochure I gave you? I would love to share with you how much money you could be making doing this. Or did you know that on your order alone, I made $40? Somebody who's making $10, $15, and $20 an hour, the fact that you made $40 on just her order, never mind the show, is going to be impressed by numbers like that. Does that sound good? Okay, good. So order a bunch of these. This is a good brochure now.
Did you order them already from the supply, or did you get them from convention?
There was a sample in the convention packet, which is what I'm showing now.
Oh, okay.
And now on my next supply order, I'll probably order a good 3 packs worth.
Perfect. Thank you.
In the convention brochure, you got a fundraiser sample. You got the new hostess brochure, which is really pretty. You know, the new what used to be called the 5-star brochure with all the options. They put a lot of great new options. They also put the Christian necklace back in as an option, so that we do have the men's or unisex, as you want to call it, cross. That was in for a while, and then they took it out and they put it back in, which I was happy about. The other remaining thing, the final announcement, is we could stay on this call for 2 hours going over convention stuff, but that's why I wanted to try to keep this one as tight as we can to announcements. But the final announcement that I did want to share is they are doing a 2-month point reduction requirement for Mercedes to earn the Mercedes. Now, there was not a brochure about that in here, which I'm a little traumatized over, but what they are doing for February, but correct me if I'm wrong, is it February and March?
Well, it's March is included if
they just promote to branch
they promote to branch this month, but there was only information given for branch and areas, nothing additional.
Okay, Jennifer wrote down, because of that, Becky, I double checked with Jennifer Bond. Scott did say all levels. They just only showed the example for branches and areas. I'm going to confirm that today, though, and I wish I had done that before we jumped on the call. But normally, it's a 2-month qualification process to earn a Mercedes, and then on the 3rd month, you do the maintenance, and then they put that money on your next check. For February, it's a 1-month qualification using only the maintenance requirements. So if you're an area or a branch, and I'm pretty sure it's Division 2, but I'll find out before tonight's call. You can do the normal maintenance requirements, but because we only know for sure about the other two, I'll say for a branch or an area, that means that if you have 2 recruits, team, and $8,000 team net and non in February, you qualify for the Mercedes program. You're going to receive a $500 bonus on next month's paycheck. And every month for the rest of your life in Park Lane that your team does 2 recruits and 8,000 sales, you're going to get that payment again. So if you are a branch or an area and you're like, hey, I think we can do that, please message me ASAP, or if you want to try to get on track to do that ASAP. And then what Becky was mentioning is that if you're a fashion director who promotes to branch this month, they will give you March to do it instead because they want to give you a chance to do it. So this
Michelle, I always thought the car, when you went for the car bonus, it was based on net, not net and non.
That's incorrect. It is net and non, Mercedes.
Or maybe I'm thinking about when you promote.
Anything involving money besides the Sparkle Box is net. Anything involving fun stuff is net and non. Mercedes, trips, rich rewards, net and non.
Bonuses are net, right?
Bonuses are net, promotions are net.
Right. But Mercedes car, it says on the brochure net non.
Yep. Which is way better, okay. Elizabeth. So yay. Awesome. All right, we are 3 minutes over. That's a lot of announcements to digest, so.
I have one more real quick. Did everyone see this?
Ah, yes, this month's
$212 for level 3. Is that not awesome? That Jasmine necklace.
That was stunning.
It's a fabulous offer. So everyone, let's do $2,500 this month just so we can get that free. That's pretty cool, huh?
I mean, that's the highest value rich rewards we've had in a long time. And notice the price is $212, which means that really what it is a booking tool. Because if somebody wants that, or a high sale, because if somebody wants it, it has to be half price, $106, or they can take it with free credit when they have their show. Because it can't be a $25 bonus item.
Michelle, do you know what Tom is going to be talking about on his call? Is it the same thing that you just covered?
Yes, but also remember, his announcements are international, so there may be things that are slightly different, and he'll talk about different pricing and stuff. Like he's going to make reference to, in Australia, it's this price. In Canada, it's this price. Just remember, his news at noons are international focused.
Okay.
So slightly different. Never a harm in watching them because he may share some great sales tips. He might share an idea you hadn't thought of, or share an idea that an international is doing. But if you hear something that he says only available US or the price sounds wrong, then you'll know that that's because it's international.
I found last night, I found more, but the only 2 that I can remember at the moment, the jewel bracelet, which is a thank you, is offered by Cartier for $10,000.
Woo!
And we have that black ring. There's a little black ring that's like a link. That's also offered by Cartier for $10,000. So I'm looking for more designer-inspired jewelry because that was a real catch for me at the end of last season.
Phyllis, if you could send the images and that information, any images that you have, the names, whatever, to send to Kim and say, Michelle asked us to send you updated pieces so that she can update the images because there's things now that are discontinued we have to take off of those flyers. Okay. And then we post them fresh and everybody can start using them this season.
What's Kim's email again? Or email?
Her email, hold on.
There are lots more. I saw a lot last night. People really
It might
study.
be easier to just send them to her on Messenger on Facebook.
Okay. What's Kim's last name?
Connolly.
All right.
She's in the Shine On group with us and the leader page.
All right.
So yeah, if any, and this applies to all of you. If you see something like that, always send that on to Kim so that we can keep the flyers with the designer inspired always updated and new, and you can show different ones at your shows and stuff.
One more quick one. Canva is, I can get Canva on my Android, and I wasn't able to do that before.
Oh, so they updated the app?
They must have updated the app because I found it this morning too. I just kind of looked for it in the Play Store and it popped up. And when I downloaded it, it had everything that I had on my iPad. So it just, the whole account was right there. Everything that I've been playing with on my iPad was on my phone this morning.
Well, what a happy day.
Yeah, that was a good thing. So that's my 2 things.
Wonderful. Good to know for Android users. All right, everybody. Go ahead. So remaining we have today, 8 p.m. Eastern is the welcome call for new team members. 9 p.m. Eastern is the Mercedes car plan, where I'm going to go over the reduced requirements and, just continue on with how to get this done. And remember, for leaders that already drive a Mercedes, for you, it's for being able to support your team members in driving it. And for everyone else, it's to get you on the program. So it's appropriate whether you have a Mercedes or not. And if you want to drive, it's just, do you want to drive a Mercedes paid for by Park Lane, or do you want to help someone who does? That's what that call is for. So if that describes you, then I would love to see you at 9 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to repost that group info because those calls are not posted. You have to be in the group to be getting the call information. All right. Thank you so much for all of your contributions and for every single question you asked, because any question you have, 10 other people have it as well. So I always appreciate when you ask your questions. Have a great rest of the day, and as great stuff is happening, keep us informed so we can celebrate. Every show, every Sparkle Box, let's hear it. All right. Have a great day, everybody.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.